What up, everybody? You already know what it is. We got the hood on, so it's serious. Today, we're talking about how to shut down the delay fade, or at least how I try to shut it down. Let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually show you guys how the delay fade works, and I'm going to show you why I do what I do to shut it down. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'm in that gun bunch tight end set, and I'm going to run that PA boot over, and I'm going to basically delay fade my tight end. So what I'm going to do, what most people do, is they come out and they'll try to run some type of man concept, right? So let's just go ahead and run like a cover 2-man or a 2-man under. Okay, so what you're gonna see is on defense, I have pretty much everyone manned up, 2 safeties and 1 person blitzing. I'm gonna just go ahead and QB spy these guys so I have a little bit more time, and then I'm going to press. Now what the offense is going to do is they're going to take this A, so hot route A, and then they're going to press up on their right stick, and you will see that right there where it says delay fade. What that basically does is it makes the tight end block first, and then he's going to block until you release him, and then once you release him, he'll go on a fade down the middle of the field. And then what most people do is they go ahead and they block Richards. Now how this works is, I don't know if it's bad programming or what on Madden's end. In my experience, it kind of works the way that it's supposed to work. What you're gonna do as a defensive back with some teams, depending on the scheme of the defense, either you're gonna plus the blitz or plus the rush, meaning that if your guy's blocking, you're actually going to go ahead and blitz. And this is actually why you see a lot of running backs get open in NFL, because they sit and act like they're gonna block, and after a little bit they delay out. Whenever you're playing man, again, based off of the defense, and your guy is actually blocking, you have one or two things: you plus the rush or you drop back in coverage and you sit in a hole. This is just how it goes. Madden has programmed it in to do that. So I'm not too upset at Madden for actually doing this, because this is something that we actually do in real life. So what you're gonna see here is once I snap this ball, my defender actually goes to the guy, but then as soon as I break pocket, he releases, right? So again, the breakdown is actually when you actually leave the pocket, which is why you see people scramble out. You'll see that as soon as I leave this pocket, everybody starts to blitz. So let's do this one more time, and then we're gonna take it into actual replay mode. So basically what you're gonna see is, since my guy is responsible for a guy who is blocking, and then once I get out the pocket, my guy is going to actually go ahead and start blitzing. So you'll see I get out the pocket, that guy is responsible for a tight end, just go ahead and he starts coming for the quarterback. If you can keep the quarterback in the pocket, you'll see that the guy actually, he doesn't really leave him. He just stays on him. Keep him in the pocket, you release him, and he kind of stays on him. Breaking the pocket is the key to this actual play, which is why you see everyone scramble out, okay? Now I'm gonna show you how we beat that though. This is how I like to beat this play. So what I like to do is stay inside of a man coverage, and I'm gonna stay in nickel 3-3-5 here because it's one of my base formations. And what I'm gonna do is make sure that my extra guy or my blitzer is actually on the side of the field where everybody's running to, which is on this play is gonna be the right. So what you're gonna see is me actually flip this play and put my blitzer on the right side and let my outside linebacker on the left cover my B receiver. My wide receiver is gonna go on an intermediate route to the right side, and then your X receiver is running that post. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy on a curl flat, and my curl flats are normally at like 20 to 25. So he should be able to cover anything that's out here, especially since it's coming from the wide side of the field. He should be underneath that. So what I like to do with my corner that's responsible for the tight end is, since man is gonna get glitched out once he gets outside that pocket, I just go ahead and put him in a quarter. So I'm basically gonna select him by pressing YY twice, selecting B, and then pressing right or left on the right stick, which is gonna put him in a quarter. I'm also going to put my free safety or my strong safety A in a inside quarter as well. So now it looks something like this. This guy is going to take basically this sideline here. The quarter route is going to be just in case we run that deep post gets open on the backside, and he's going to play more so here for that post route. So basically what I have is a man zone concept that I've set up. So the next part of this defense is, what you're going to do is you're going to take your middle linebacker. Your middle linebacker are the person who's responsible for covering that running back. Most people are going to block their running back, so it gives them time to get outside that pocket. Now, if they don't block their running back, they're going to normally throw it short for them. Your goal here is to stop the delay fade. Everything else should basically be mostly covered. If that running back goes out to the flats, you just have to live with that, make the tackle. Now it's gonna be really hard for me to show you by myself because it's hard for me to scramble and cover the delay fade at the same time, but I wanna show you what it would look like without me doing anything. So as you can see right now, pretty much all of our routes are covered down the sideline, and you're left free to cover those two people. So let's go into instant replay real quick. So I'm going to show you how this works without me actually running the delay fade, how the computer naturally covers this route without the intervention of the delay fade. So what you're going to see is all three of my receivers have a man on them, and I have this purple route here who's actually sitting at, I believe, like 10 or default, just because I haven't changed it yet. And I have a quarter route here, a quarter route here. Now, we all know these quarter routes kind of come down a little bit, so you need to be really careful about this backside post, because you'll see that it does start to come open. So if you want to take him off a quarter and put him on a deep hash, you absolutely can. Or if you want to put him in the middle of the field, you can do that as well. That way he's not sinking out this way. But off gate, you'll see that we have all three of these routes bagged. All of these routes are absolutely bagged. And like I said, you can put this guy on a deep middle of the field, okay? So we have three guys on him. This route is covered, and this route is basically covered with the adjustment of your safety. Now, all you have to do is sit in the middle field and worry about this delay fade. Let me show you the adjustments that you can make if you're worried about the post though. So again, we're going to basically make sure that our blitzer is on the side of the delay fade. We're going to go curl flat with him. We're going to go quarter route with him, quarter route with him as well. So even here, we're going to go a quarter route like this. So we'll go inside quarter here. And instead of him having that deep side, you can put him in the middle of the field by hot routing him as well. So I'm going to press triangle, triangle, or YY, LB, and then I'm going to say inside third. So now my guy is going to go to the middle of the field, and I should have that post covered if you're worried about that post. So let's do this one more time. I'm going to delay fade, block my running back, and then I'm going to come back over to my little linebacker blitz, and we basically have the same exact coverage as before. Let me show you the difference. So now we see that safety moves into the middle of the field, and we're sitting right on top of that post. We're good to go. Let's look at an instant replay so we can see the difference. So boom, we have our quarter out. We have our quarter out here, our quarter coverage. We have a curl flat by this guy, and then we have quarters here, and then we have deep middle of the field here, and that's going to be sure that this post here can't get inside. You see that he stays right on top of it. That would have to just be a great throw by the quarterback. This guy should be able to get there to cover that. And then now we have basically the middle of the field is all covered. We can cover this. If that delay phase sinks out, our guy's in the middle of the field for it. He's not going to throw that route. And that's it. That's how I cover the delay fade. Super simple. Play man, set up your quarters, and you'll be good to go. I hope you guys can take this information, move it into your actual defense, and shut down that delay fade. Let me know down in the comments if this works for you guys. I hope you guys can shut those delay fades down. It's been your boy D Chef. It's been love. It's always love. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button too. We out here. Peace.